reaction I am getting to some of the tattoo ink, and figured I would show it to you guys since you can't find a whole lot of information out there about this, and I just want to make people aware of the possibility of it. I have had a certain reaction, and it's happened to me a couple of times now, and it happened to me when I tattooed this, and here, and here, and now right here. But let me show you. Orange flames, orange, 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 and now orange. What typically happens is right after I tattoo, everything looks fine with the orange. And I've been using Kurosumi's orange and this Intense orange. And those are the only two oranges I have. And instead of healing in about 4 days, it starts to puff up and starts to get red and inflamed, almost like a bee sting. And I'll show you some other video I took of this. So you can see this looks like a red outline, and it looks like I did it with a 9 round liner, and that's because of the inflammation and the reaction my skin is having to that little thin orange line that I did. And it gets all puffed up and it hurts. There's a lot of pressure there. It itches really, really bad, and it gets really dry. Now, this has been a couple of weeks, so, and it itches like hell still. But as with my other tattoos, it will eventually go away. You see, I have some orange back in here, and eventually it'll just go away and be normal. But until then, it gets really dry, and that causes it to itch. But it's really annoying, and if you have a reaction like this to a certain ink, I would just suggest not to tattoo yourself with that colored ink. You can see I've tattooed myself with red, and I haven't really had that reaction to the red, and typically that's what you would have a reaction to. Now, I'm pretty sure it's an allergic reaction because, like I said, it kind of puffs up like a bee sting. There's no pus that comes out, and eventually it just dies down and goes away, and then the ink's just normal. But there's other reactions you can get. If you get an infection, you'll get more of a pus, kind of a green liquid that comes out or forms in the tattoo. It'll be sore also. You can get a reaction from the sun. If you're out in the sun a lot after getting a new tattoo. Or what happens sometimes is you'll get little red dots around your tattoo or in other areas with your skin reacting to that tattoo. Because it is so dry and itchy, there's several creams that I prefer. This is pretty cheap if you go to Walmart, Vitamin E. and it's got a lot of good stuff in it. Sunflower seed oil, aloe vera, wheat germ, vitamin E, and there's also lotions with cocoa butter in them. Now this isn't a new tattoo, this is several weeks old, so this has been a long time, so it's okay to put something like this on there. There's no open skin here. This is just dry skin from the healing process. So things with cocoa butter in them will work really good. Things with vitamin E in them, and stuff like this where it has olive oil. Olive oil is a real nice natural thing to make your skin moisturize your skin. Beeswax, again, cocoa butter, vitamin E, sunflower oil. So usually all those things will help alleviate the dryness and make it so your skin feels better, less itchy. And this has that natural smell to it. So I just put a little bit of that on there and let that soak in. And then I don't have any problems. What your skin does and what your body does to foreign objects is it tries to get rid of them, and if it can't get rid of them, it kind of builds stuff up around them, kind of assimilates it. So I'm sure that's what's happening, is once, the body doesn't see it as a foreign substance that it's going to try to get rid of, it calms down and then goes away, and then you can see the ink. Now there's several different things out there on the internet about how to tell if you're allergic to inks, and I don't believe they're necessarily true, and I've tried one way and it didn't really work, and I didn't think it would work, but I figured I'd give it a try. Okay, I'm going to do this right here. I've already washed the area with soap and water, and now I'm going to put a drop of ink and then let it sit there overnight and see what it looks like tomorrow. Put some ink on your skin and see if there's a reaction to it, but the thing is your top layer of skin is just dead skin cells. In order to tell if you're allergic to something, you have to make it past those dead skin cells. You actually have to insert the pigment under the skin, or eat it, or find some other way to get it into your body to see what kind of reaction you would have to it. Even when they do the test at the doctor's office for allergies, they insert what you're allergic to under the skin to see if you're allergic to it. So I don't believe just putting the ink on your skin is a reliable way to tell if you're allergic to it. Now henna tattoos, people have become allergic to those sometimes and had reactions to those, but that ink and the chemicals in that stay on the skin for a long period of time and soak into the skin. Having this happen is really irritating, and it almost makes you not want to go back and get tattooed again. But, if you find out that it is some of the ingredients in a certain color and you can still get tattooed without this happening, I would just avoid the color you're having the reaction to. I just tattooed myself with black ink today, and I have no kind of problems with the black ink or any of these other colors so far. So from now on, I'll just avoid orange ink, or try to find an orange ink that my skin doesn't have this reaction to.